Hi guys, James here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am doing a collaboration with Pure Lottie. She's another YouTuber and Instagrammer and influencer and all of that, and she just happens to live in the same city as me. I actually first came across her watching her Leave Me Boxes unboxing before I went ahead and signed up because I wanted to know, is it worth it? And I loved her videos and I followed her and I reached out to her through Instagram and we've become good friends. We talk almost every day or every second day at least by Instagram, direct messages. She does a ton of videos, a lot more than me, so if you want to go check her out, I will link all her information down below. Hi guys, Future James here. I'm just editing this video and I didn't realize my camera stopped in an important part of the video, so I just want to quickly jump back on here and tell you about the giveaway that Pure Lottie is hosting through her Instagram and YouTube channel. I will put a photo of the giveaway up on the screen so you know exactly what post I'm talking about on her Instagram page. So guys, I will leave her Instagram down below so you guys can go check that out, and that way you can check out how to enter. It's really easy to enter. The rules will all be there in that post, so go check that out and good luck to the winner. Oh my love, bye. We actually had an afternoon tea last week, which was great, and we are planning on doing another collaboration later on with the Pur X Glam Light palettes. We want to do an Instagram live when we get those palettes. It just got shipped, so as soon as they come we're going to sit down and play with them. And guys, in today's collaboration we've decided to pick a look from each other's Instagram pages that we've created, and we are going to try and recreate them to the best of our abilities. I will put a photo up of that on screen so you guys know what look I'm talking about. I will also insert a TikTok video that she did without the music because of copyright. And you can see how she created that. I will also link her TikTok down below so you guys can go check that out. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how she created the look and what palette she used, and I'm going to try and recreate that look. Now guys, I did go onto her Instagram and I found the look that I'm going to recreate, and I just went down the list to see what products that she used to see if I've got any of the same. Now I think I've only got two of the same. So the first one that I have the same is this MAC Prep and Prime Fix setting spray. And then guys, the second item we have the same is the Tarte Shape Concealer. Mine's in the shade Fair Neutral. I think hers is in the shade Fair Beige. So those are the only two items that we have the same. I don't have a lot of the same products, so guys, let me show you what I'm going to use to try and recreate this look. So the first item we have is this Colourpop eyeshadow palette. Now I'm only going to use one shade out of this palette, I think, and that shade is this one here, Soul Sister. This one here, I'm going to put that in the inner corner of the eye, so I'm going to use that. And then I also have this Rawbeauty Kristi Pure palette, or the Pur X Rawbeauty collaboration palette, and I'm going to use one shade out of this palette, which is the shade Hurtful, that one there. And then I also do have another Colourpop eyeshadow palette, and these are for the neutral shades that she used in this look. So I'm going to be using the Going Coconuts Colourpop palette as soon as I can open it. I can't open this. There we go. Okay, so this is the palette I'm going to be using. And then for lashes, I'm going to be using the Ardell Professional 3D Faux Mink lashes. These ones here, really pretty, nice and full and dramatic. Now I was thinking of using this eyeshadow palette, but then I did check the look again. I was planning on using this shade here. I don't know how to say that. Hellucent? Hellucent? I don't know how to say that, but that's that shade I was planning on using. But then I looked again and it was more of a minty green shade. So that's why I'm using that Colourpop green eyeshadow palette. So I'm not going to use that palette today. I will be using this highlighter palette from Odens Eye Makeup collection. But this is the highlighter shade I'm going to be using. It does actually have pink and blue reflex throughout it, and I just think that would be really nice. The blush I'm going to be using is the Lunar Beauty blush palette, just because I don't have the same blush. I don't have the same bronzer, so I'm going to be using this Kaleidos little face palette. Oop, that's the wrong way. There we go. I love this palette. We do have the Jaclyn Hill setting powders, so the pressed powders, I've got both of them. For my eye base, I'm going to be using this Beauty Creations color base primer. Now this is just the beige shade, just because I want it to be neutral. Foundation, I'm going to be using the Nars foundation in the shade San Fran. And then for lips, she used the Gorgeous Cosmetics lip liners. Now I don't have the same shade she has, but she did use a neutral shade. I've got two shades here. I've got the shade Barely There, and then I've got the shade Quinna. So I'll use one or both of those for my lips. And then she did top it off with a lip gloss. So I'm going to be using this Shimmer Bomb lip gloss from Makeup Revolution. I've never used this one. This is a brand new item to me, so I'm going to try that and see if I like the formula. Also, primer, I'm using the Juno & Co Miracle Moonshine primer. And then for brows, I'm just going to be using my normal brow products. I will list all the products I've mentioned down below. Alright guys, so I've just primed my eyes off camera just to save some time. So the first palette I'll be using is the Going Coconuts palette. And I'm doing that because Lottie did put a neutral eyeshadow base down first, and then she went in with the colour. So I'm just going to be using the neutral shades out of this palette. The shades I think I'm going to be using are the shades Coolada, that one there. I don't know how to say that. And then I'll go in with the shade underneath, which is the shade Shell Yeah. So I'm going to be putting those two shades down, and I'm going to be using a fluffy brush. This is from the X Morphe Nikita Dragon collection. So I'm just going to start with the shade Coolad, that one there. I just dropped the palette, guys. I just dropped the palette, and every shade but two came out of it. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're all over. None of them have broken, which is amazing. But I don't know which is which now. They don't have them on the back, so I don't know which is which. I know which ones the two I'm going to be using, so I'll put them in. Nutty I think is the darkest shade. And then I've got the shimmers. I think Lovely Bunch is there. And I don't know, the shimmers I'm just going to put in whatever. Okay. They're all back in. The magnet's holding them back in, which is great. I can't believe I just did that. I'm surprised none of them actually broke. But yeah, let's continue. So I'm going to go in with the shade. Oh, I almost dropped it again. Oh, I'm so nervous. So I'm just going to go in with this matte shade I mentioned before. And guys, I'm just starting on the outer corner of the edge. I will do a slight wing because that's what Lottie did. But I will be dragging this across the whole entire eyelid itself on both sides. And then I'm going to use the darker shade on the outer corner of the eye along here, just to deepen up the outer corner. Then I will be going in with the blue matte shade that I mentioned out of the Pur X Rawbeauty palette. And then I'll be going in with the shimmer shade out of this Colourpop palette. And hopefully by the end of this look, it will look similar to the look Pure Lottie created. So hopefully I do a good job of recreating the look. Lottie actually showed me the look that she created, trying to recreate one of my looks, and she did such a good job recreating it. It looks so good. And she actually used the green Colourpop palette that I'm going to be using. I don't think she's used exactly the same shades, but she did use that palette, so I thought that was just a great coincidence. We didn't actually talk about the palettes we're going to be using, but she did mention that she used that palette after she showed me the photo. I was like, oh, I'm using the same palette. Alright guys, I'm back and I finished both eyes with the shade Coolada. I think that's how I say it. So now I'm going to go into the shade Shell Yeah, this one here. And I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of the eye, like I mentioned before. And guys, I'm just going to apply it with the same brush as well. Just on the outer corner of the eye. And guys, the reason I'm putting this shade on, just because I want it to be more of a chocolate brown. I really like the shade, and I just want to bring it across the crease about halfway, and I want to just make it really brown. I really want it to be a nice brown on the outer corner of the eye. Alright guys, I'm finished with that eye. That didn't take long at all. Now, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but that's that eye with the second shade. And then this is the eye without the second shade. Can you tell? I think you can tell. It looks good. Now this eye, I'm glad I'm actually filming this today because I can feel a pimple coming out of my eye right there. And it looks like it's going to be a volcano-sized pimple. I can see the swelling there. So I'm glad I'm filming this today because I probably won't be able to film tomorrow with that eye. So I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of this eye as well and do the same process. Alright guys, I'm finished with that shade, and I think I'm finished with this palette. So I'm going to put this palette to the side, and now I'm going to go in with this palette here. This is the Pur X Rawbeauty Kristi collaboration palette that came out last year, halfway through last year I think. And I'm going to go in with the shade Hurtful, which is a matte blue. And I just thought this shade was beautiful, and I haven't played with this palette enough, and I thought this shade was probably the closest match to the matte shade that Lottie used in her makeup tutorial. So this is the shade I'm going to be using. And guys, I'm going to use the same brush just because I think it will kind of blend the two shades together a bit easier. So I'm going to put that on the inner corner of the eye and about halfway across the eyelid itself. And then I'm going to put the shimmer shade on top of that. So let's get straight into it. I haven't used this shade in a long time, so I can't remember how pigmented it is, and I think there is a bit of fallout as well on the face, so that's why I started with my eyes first. Oh, that's so pretty though, so pretty. Very nice. Alright guys, I am back and I've done both eyes with that shade Hurtful, and now I'm going to go in with the shimmer. So I'm going to be using the Aura and Out Colourpop 9-pan eyeshadow palette, Stunning, and I'm going to be using the shade Soul Sister, which is a very nice light mint green, that one there. So I'm just going to go in with the shade Soul Sister with this finger here. Gonna put it right onto that shade. Ooh, that's pretty. Don't know if it looks the same as Lottie's does, but that's really pretty. Ooh, I'm actually really liking that. I don't think it's the same shade as what Lottie used. I don't have that palette that she used, and I did try to match it as best I could, but this, I don't think it's the same. Alright guys, so I'm finished that eye with that shimmer shade, and I'm looking at it here on her Instagram page, and it's just not the right shade. I like the shade, but it's not the right shade. But I'm just going to continue with the look. I did say at the start, it is my interpretation of this look. So it's not the same shade. I don't have the same palette she used, but I'm just going to continue. I do like that shimmer shade. So yeah, I'm going to do the other eye of camera. And then I'm going to come back with my full face done, just because I think this video might be a bit long if I do all the steps with the foundation and everything. Basically, this collaboration is just about the eyes, so I'm just going to keep it about the eyes. But yeah, guys, I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I am back, and I put my full face on, except the lips and lashes, because I am doing the bottom lash line still. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it looks so far. So let's get back into the makeup tutorial. So Lottie did put some of the matte blue shade along the bottom lash line, but she also did put the shimmer on top of it. She actually dipped the brush into both at the same time. I've never really done that technique, so I'm just going to do the matte shade first, and then I'm going to do the shimmer shade on top of it, just because I don't want any fallout under my eyes. So I think that's the best way for me to do it. Now I'm going to, what brush should I apply? I'm going to apply it with this brush here, which is the Nikita Morphe X collaboration. This doesn't have, oh no, this is the N7. Okay. Now this is an eyeliner brush, but I like to run my matte shades along with these brushes, and then I blend it out with another brush. Alright guys, I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to go in with a little pencil brush. This is another Morphe brush, and this was part of the Sweetie collection. This doesn't have a code, but I'm just going to use this brush to run along the bottom lash line and blend as I go. Alright, I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to be using the same brush, this pencil brush, and I'm going to apply that little green shimmer shade Soul Sister in the inner corner of the eye and along the bottom lash line. So I might spray my brush with this Morphe Fix setting spray. Spray that. And then I'm just going to go in with this shimmer shade. Ooh, stunning shade. I don't know if that's really working the way I want it to. She's got a really strong punch of colour in the inner corner of the eye, and this doesn't seem to be doing that, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's almost a blue shade. I might actually just go and get the blue version of this palette and just see if I can apply one of those shades in the inner corner of the eye. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back, and I didn't actually really like the shades in this blue palette. I just didn't think they were what I was after. Those are the shades there, and they're just too blue for me. So I did see this KimChi Chic Mojito palette. Now there is a shade called Mint Chip, which I think it might work for that inner corner, so I'm just going to apply that. I'm going to use the same pencil brush. I do love this palette, and I have used it quite a few times. Whoa, that's really pigmented. So I'm just going to put that in the inner corner of the eye and try it. Hopefully it's not too much fallout. Oh, that's better. That's much better. Oh, I actually like that a lot more. That might be it. Stunning. So I am going to put that along the lash line as well. Oh, that's really pretty actually. Alright guys, I'm finished with that shade Mint Chip. I really think that was the shade that I was looking for, and I'm so glad I found it. I also did go back into that shade Soul Sister from this green palette and just reapplied it on the eyelid itself, just to really punch it up, because that green shimmer from the KimChi palette was a really bright shimmer, and I didn't want the shade Soul Sister out of this palette to kind of disappear. So guys, I'm really happy with the way it looks, so I'm going to just pop off camera, put the lashes and the lipstick on, and also put my highlighter on, and then I'll be right back to show you the final look. Alright, bye! And guys, I am back, and this is the finished look. I'm really happy with the eyeshadow. It did take a little bit to get the right shade, but I'm actually really happy with the way it looks. Is it exactly the same? No, but this is my interpretation of the look. I don't have the same eyeshadow palette, so I did my best, and I'm actually really happy with it. Now for highlighter, I did use this shade here out of this palette from Odens Eye, and this is the shade Salamander, and I did find with this shade it had quite big glitter chunks, so I did put that on my face, but I also did go in with my Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb How Many Carats highlighter, and I just tapped that in with my finger on my cheeks. Wow, look how bright that is. Stunning. But I'm really happy with that highlighter. It is the first time I've used any of those shades in that palette, so I'm really happy that I finally used it. And yeah guys, this is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. It is a collaboration with Pure Lottie, so go check out her video of the look that she created. I will link her video down below of the look that she recreated from my Instagram. And guys, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a brand new video, and also check out my Instagram and TikTok because I do post a lot of things on there that I don't film. And guys, until next time, stay safe, and I will see you later. Oh my love, bye!